Hello soul family, my name is Gita and welcome to your pick a card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, what is the connection and what's its purpose? But before I get started, I'd just like to say really quickly, if you like this kind of video, please let me know by hitting the like button. Also, I'm going to be using a different deck. If you're interested in this deck, it's called Dreams of Gaia. It's not exactly like regular tarot, and I'm learning it pretty quickly, but I'm still working on it. So please be patient with me. This is the best way to learn, is by doing. I hope that I can encourage all of you that whenever you're trying to learn something, if you're trying to learn tarot or anything, I always suggest using it as much as possible, even if everybody's not very tolerable of it, because it's the best and fastest way to learn, I think, for a lot of people, is to use something. And that could not just go for tarot, it could go for anything. So don't be afraid to use something, even if other people might get grumpy about it. Also, just so you know that YouTube is kind of not very happy with my channel right now. I have no idea why. Maybe it has to do with what's going on in the world today. I'm not exactly sure. So please make sure that you support my channel. I really would appreciate it if you did by subscribing. Make sure that you are subscribed. Some people might not be subscribed, or you could have gotten unsubscribed. Also, I have been not losing views. It's like I get views and then they get deleted. So please, make sure to leave a comment in the video description below so I know that you watched the video. And you don't even have to say anything special. I just really appreciate, just knowing that you're there and that you watched the video, to kind of count you as a view. Then say if there was more comments than views, then obviously something's not quite right? So anyways, I'd also like to say that if you would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. And also in the video description is your timestamps. In most devices, and especially now in Android, you can click on the, they are clickable now. Like in the video description, don't be afraid to look. You can click on most of them. Some of them, I think if you haven't updated, or you can't update your version, it might not work. But for most people, you should be able to click on the timestamps. And in the video description is where I always put them. And this is going to go ahead and get started. So this is going to be option number 1. I did give 8 options, so there'd be plenty of options for you guys. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that 4 was kind of like not quite enough, so I wanted to do 8. But this is the first one, and the first one is the green aventurine. Number 2 is the clear quartz crystal heart. The number 3 is the rose quartz heart. Number 4 is the lapis lazuli heart. Number 5 is the round amethyst. Number 6 is the round lapis lazuli. Number 7 is the round green aventurine. And number 8 is the round clear quartz crystal. So you can go ahead and pause the video and take as long as you need, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and find out what is the connection and what's its purpose. Alright, so here we are with option number 1 with the green aventurine heart, and let's go ahead and find out what your connection is and what's its purpose. Here, I'm going to sit these here for a moment while I use the pendulum to ask what kind of connection it is. I am going to only stick with one answer because there is 8 options, so there should be enough options for everybody. So please make sure you use your pendulums to pick your answers. So if you do find one that you don't like, make sure that you always just use the pendulum and ask again if you don't feel like it resonates. Okay, so please tell me, for the people, most of the people who get option number 1, will their connection with their person be a karmic connection? For people who have option number 1, is the connection between them and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? Might take a moment. For the people who have option number 1, is it going to be a karmic connection that they have, yes or no? Alright, so most of the people who pick option number 1, it has decided, took a moment, but it has decided that it's going to be a karmic connection, not anything else. Okay. Alright, so let's see what the purpose of this connection is. Alright, so first we have the Maiden. We have the 10 of air. By the way, I might not remember all of these. We have the 8 of water. we have the 6 of air and the 12 of air. Hopefully you can see those. Maybe I should let you look at them. They are really pretty. That's the Maiden, the 10 of air. I'll make sure I do it right the next time. I'm getting warmed up, all right. Then we have the 8 of water. The 6 of air. And the 12 of air. It's a lot of air. Let me know if you're an air sign, if that applies. I'm trying to see how, you know, I haven't used this on a lot of you guys, so I'm still trying to learn how they interact with you. So let's see. The Maiden is about fertility and independence, self-esteem and confidence, self-expression, self-exploration, self-interest, sexuality. And I'm actually just heard like exploring yourself, your own sexuality for some of you. Okay. Also, it does also address codependency and timidity, like being too timid. So the purpose of your connection is to learn about yourself, mostly so far is what I'm seeing. And also maybe to work on not being so codependent, but also it's like a reflection. This person is a reflection of you and how you interact with the world and how you see yourself. It's to help you learn about yourself. That's the whole purpose of this. So we have the 10 of air, and this card is about individualization, self-actualization, liberation, altered perception, new paradigms, great mystery, and paradox, and like certain potential. It's like to being more independent. And this is talking about being independent, and this is independent. It's like learning to, I'm hearing like to learning about your own self, like identifying, like identity. You're learning your new identity. Also, if you're pretty young, let me know in the comments below, because that would make sense, because this is, you know, it's like, I'm also hearing the reflection is also to help you, what is the word? Drop your ego or work on your ego, or actually reflect back at you your ego, so you can learn about your ego and identify it. Then the 8 of water. And this card right here, not that one, but this one, the 8 of water is about gratitude. This is the centralized. The reason I have 5 is because this is the central. So the main one is about gratitude and appreciation. So learning how to be grateful. So this is something that either they're reflecting back at you, or it's something that they're helping to teach you as some kind of lesson. So it's about gratitude, appreciation, delight, joyfulness, happiness, positivity, and pride and harmony. But I'm really feeling like that positivity, like you're learning how to become more positive, and also doing that also helps to raise your vibration. But it's like getting to know yourself and becoming more positive, learning to love yourself. So there's like self-love, being more independent, so not dependent on other people for your own self-identity. And then also, you know, the whole point is to help raise your vibration and to teach you to be grateful. Because when you're in a mindset of gratitude, then you're able to actually attract more of that. All right, so the 6 of air. So this card here is about solutions, comparisons, compromise, open-mindedness, mindfulness, so being like aware, illumination, epiphany, and personal power. So another part of the connection is, again, I feel like it is kind of going over here. It is a nod to the first ones, but it's like trying to be open-minded, and not just open-minded to yourself, but open-minded to maybe the world around you. And also, you know, this card was talking about great mystery. So also being more open-minded to great mystery, maybe to the mysteries of the world. This person might actually talk about those types of things. But again, this also talks about personal power. Okay, so again, I'm really feeling like it's about yourself, learning about yourself, and gaining and being in your, and standing in your power, and learning about your own power so you can stand in that. All right, so this one's technically called the Scribe of Air. So this is about record keeper. It's the information, knowledge, tradition, history, personal history, preservation, and censorship. It says look for an unbiased source. So I'm hearing the Akashic records too in this. Let me know in the comments if that means anything to you. But also, this connection also could indicate, you know, for some of you, to guard your own personal information, and a need to kind of censor yourself in some situations, because maybe the person that you're asking about doesn't believe exactly in what you believe in. So sometimes you might have to censor yourself a bit. Also, this is about documenting your life, keeping records and information and knowledge and tradition, you know. So there's something that you're learning through this person about your history. I'm hearing like some kind of past life history with this person. I feel like there's something that's being illuminated here about knowledge of your past life, maybe even family history for some of you. But either way, the whole point is that Spirit wants you to learn and raise your higher vibration so you can attract the things that you want. So, but also, I feel like for some of you, you might have been scribes in your past life, and I'm really feeling like that you're some kind of a record keeper, and it's really important that you learn and be able to keep record and understand. I feel like the world around you, there's definitely a new perspective that is coming out here towards this. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 2. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 2 with the clear quartz heart. And let's go ahead and find out what is the purpose of your connection. So I'm going to put the cards here for a moment, and I'm going to get the pendulum here so we can ask what kind of connection. All right, so I do ask that you pick these cards with your pendulum. That will be the most, I think, accurate. All right, so please tell me, are the people who pick option number 2, is their person going to be a karmic connection? People who picked option number 2, is it going to be a karmic connection? It says no. Is the people who pick option number 2, is it going to be a soulmate connection? So it's coming to a full stop. Is option number 2's person a soulmate connection? So it's saying yes. So I'm only picking one of these. So it looks like that this person is a soulmate connection. Let's see what you're supposed to learn from this connection. So first we have, I can't remember the name of that one. I think that one's the crone. I want to say it's the crone. And then we have, that's another one it's like a major arcana. I can't remember the name of it. I will say it though when I go to talk about the 2 of water. I'll say it in a moment. I should show it to you guys. I think this one's the crone. This one's like perception or something like that. I'm gonna tell you for certain in a moment. And this one's the 2 of water. So ooh, love. So this feels like a romantic connection. Let me know in the comments below. And then we have the 11 of fire. And then the 7 of water. All right. So I'm going to make sure now what it is. And yeah, it is the crone. And the meaning of this card is feminine power and fearlessness, authenticity, individuality, independence, a new purpose, freedom, and shadow self. Part of this person's that is coming into your life to make you more aware of your choices, and to help you learn to, or want to, or help to trigger learning to kind of stand into your own power. That like a woman who truly understands her true nature and being unafraid to walk your path alone. Okay. So it's like standing in your power, and while it is talking about a love connection going on here, but you know, where you're not really attached to that person and attached to what they want, and not being codependent on them, you know. All right, so wait, let me find. Okay, it's thought, not perception. So this one's called Thought, where she's looking into the pot and she's like, what the heck is going on up in there? And there's a mask floating in the top of it. So this card is about thought, reality, power, attention. So this person is actually, I feel like, again, first of all, it's about universal law too. I feel like this person, you've kind of attracted this person by potentially standing in your power. And if you're wondering how to continue to keep attracting this person, that is to continue walking your path, not being afraid to walk your path alone, and standing in your power. Because this card is talking about the universal laws, the attraction between positivity and negativity, and focus and power and attention. So it definitely is helping you to stand in your power, learn about your power, and how thoughts create your reality. And then we have the Two of Water. This card right here is about intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, and codependency, and taking sides. So this connection, you are, if you're wondering, meant to come into union with this person. You're meant to come together, even though they're not a twin flame. You're meant to come together and have a committed relationship with this person. And you're meant to learn about intimacy and being close and trust and commitment with all of those things. Equality. And learning about codependency, you know, and not being codependent by continuing to stand in your power. But the connection is supposed to go beyond infatuation and attraction. But it's also intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication. To put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all your loves and maintain independence and avoid codependence. And avoid taking sides. All right, so this one, the 11 of Fire, talks about masculine and feminine energy. Passive, aggressive, creation, destruction, action, inaction, masculine and feminine. That's what this is about, and it's about the balance between the two. So that is something that, so what this really, the relationship is about, is either you're going to end up staying in this relationship for long term, or you're going to learn a lot from this relationship that is going to prepare you for a twin flame union. So I would not suggest discouraging you from getting into this relationship. But it's talking about the balance, though, of a masculine and feminine. And then the 7 of Water. And this one's about knowing, trust, faith, surrender. No, this one, I'm touching the wrong one. Surrender, control, like surrendering your control, release, peace, certainty, like going with the flow, basically, is what this card is about. Surrender to the flow of life. But that's what this is. This connection is basically trying to help you learn about your connection, learn about yourself, and how to stand in your power. And it's teaching you to actually be able to attract the things that you want and attract the love that you want in your life. Like a twin flame connection. This feels almost like you guys, if you might actually be confusing this connection with a twin flame connection, because this is a very high level soulmate connection. Okay, like if you could not be with your twin flame, I would definitely suggest sticking with this one. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 3. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 3 with this rose quartz heart. And let's go ahead and find out what is the connection and what's its purpose. So let me set the cards here for a moment, and I'm going to get the pendulum, and we're going to find out what kind of connection. So most of the people, I'm only going to pick one. That's why I give 8 options, because there's a lot of people who are going to have different purposes with different people. So that's why I try to leave a lot of options. So always make sure you're using a pendulum to pick your piles. So please tell me, is option number 1 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? What am I at 3? Did I ask 1? I want to make sure I say the right one. Is option number 3 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? Please tell me, is option number 3 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? All right, so you're not a karmic connection. Is option number 3 a soulmate connection? Yes or no? So option number 3, a soulmate connection. Yes or no? So it says no. Is option number 3 a twin flame connection? Yes or no? So those who pick option number 3, you most likely have a twin flame connection. All right, so let's see what the cards you got here. I don't even know what they are. I haven't looked at them. Okay, so we have the Ace of Air. We have the 6 of Fire. Oh, I kind of like this one. Look at that. We have the Ace of Earth. Interesting. We also have the King of Water. So your person could be a water sign. And then we have the 7 of Earth. Wow. From what I do know, because I'm still learning about these cards, these make sense. This goes with a twin flame connection. This makes sense. So the first one is the Ace of Air. This is about new ideas, personal truths, paradigms, originality, individualization, motivation, choices, and belief. It's like a new personal ideology. So that's what is going on between you and your person. This isn't going to really, because, I mean, you are learning things with this connection. It is a twin flame connection. But if you're at this like stage, you're probably pretty well advanced and you probably have learned quite a lot, but this is like what you're going to help, that's going to help you, but like push you the rest of the way. But this is what this is all about basically. But so there's definitely a new personal ideology, and unlearn and let go. So there's sometimes it's saying that you have to unlearn some of the past things that you have learned, because there's might not be serving you. And so like having a new personal ideology, and so unlearning things from the past, maybe a religion or a belief or something like that, and learning something new and being able to accept it and honoring your own personal truths. It says, know your own mind, be excited and motivated, and old beliefs sabotage future goals. So it's about definitely like shedding old beliefs that aren't not serving. Man, that was so weird too. Like right before I was with my twin flame, or found my twin flame, that's what I went through that. Where it's like, it kept saying, shed your old beliefs. I think that we're almost always doing that, everybody. All right, so we have the 6 of Fire. This one's about healing. So we definitely could hear that. That whenever you come into a twin flame connection and trying to come into union, there's always healing and meditation and being able to communicate telepathically. You know, also negotiation, arbitration. It's talking about, I feel like, balance, diplomacy, support, and boundaries. Communication and diplomacy that is required. So that's something that you're learning to do in order to be able to communicate and like improve the connection. It says be willing to make concessions, let go of bias, and be open-minded. There's also the learning of, and I've had to go through this as well, the learning that there's 2 sides to every disagreement, you know? So it's like learning to be more tolerant of other people's ideologies and their thinking and like their perspective, and learning and understanding their perspective, and that you have 2 different. And it's also to help you learn not to be so stubborn, and, you know, let go of, again, letting go of bias and being open-minded. Then we have the Ace of Earth. And this one is actually in the center. And this is like the main thing that may be going right now. And the main thing that's going on is new beginnings and goals. Like a solid foundation, motivation, desire, preparations, opportunity, education, security, potential, reward, potential consequences about a situation. So this is a new start, like a lot like the Ace of Pentacles, right? New financial or career opportunities. So there also is going to be a very abundant new beginning. And also, you know, even with the Ace of Pentacles is about, you know, not only just material gains, but also solidifying things in the 3D, not just the 5D. I feel like that is something that's probably already going on with you, with your person, but that is what's actually trying to manifest currently. Then we have the King of Water. And I feel like this is probably your person. Calm, contemplative, insightful, fluid, balanced, protective, nurturing. Also, the person could be jealous and possessive. But it's saying let go of gender bias. Strength born of adaptivity. Be present in your relationships. So that is one thing that your person is probably trying to learn. That marry the critical thinking and emotional logic, which is something that's really hard to do. And I feel like there is really something that comes along towards the end, at least in my experience so far. And allowing your feelings and listen to your intuition, allowing your feelings and your intuition to guide a decision. All right, and then we have the Seven of Air, the Earth, which I like this card. So this card is about meditation again. So this card's about meditation and this card's about meditation. But this card is about grounding. And it's about not just meditation and grounding, but also grounding your connection. That is the purpose of your connection right now, is to ground the connection, cycles, change, interaction, purification. And it says, get out into nature, let the earth heal you. Let the universe heal you. Connection between self and the world. All is connected is to learn that how all is connected, not just you and your twin flame, but you and everything else. And meditate and still your mind. That is what is part of what you're supposed to be learning in this connection, so you can come together into union. But all is connected and has influence. But that is part of what you're supposed to be learning in this connection. Anyways, that's all I have for option 1. I'm number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. And now I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 4. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 4 with the lapis lazuli heart, and let's go ahead and find out what is the connection and what's its purpose. So I'm going to, what are you supposed to be learning? What's going on in this connection? And what kind of connection is it? So let's go ahead and find out. All right, so I'm only going to be sticking with one when I get this. So let's go ahead and find out what Spirit says. All right, for those who pick option number 4, is option number 4 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? Is option number 4 and their person a karmic connection? It says no. Is option number 4 and their person a soulmate connection? Yes or no? So option number 4, you and your person are a soulmate connection. So let's find out what the purpose is. All right, so first we have the 3 of Earth. We have the 6 of Earth. There's a lot of Earth here. Let me know in the comments below if you're an Earth sign or if your person is an Earth sign. Oh my God. Oh, what is this one? This one, I think this one's called the Mother. It's beautiful. Are these all Earth? They're all Earth. All right. I didn't look at the cards, so I don't know. So we also have the 5 of Earth. This is an Earth one. This is a major arcana, but look how it's all green and it's very earthy. And then we have the Queen of Earth. Wow. Powerful, powerful reading. All right, so let's see what, at least I don't have to change sections. I get to stay in the Earth section mostly. But we have, let's see, the 3 of Earth. So the meaning of this card is ambition, sowing seeds, groundwork, energy, investment, sacrifice, fertility. It says time to make preparations, risking future goals and ambitions. This is definitely about goals and ambitions. This is a really similar, it sounds almost really similar to the Three of Wands. But increased opportunity, be sure of your motives and maintain intimacy and connection. This might be this seems like a very abundant connection. It's supposed to like teach you about abundance, maybe even money. So far I'm picking up. We have the Six of Earth, and this one's about family, community, providence, protection, dependability, responsibility, duty, service, self-sacrifice, and martyrdom. So part of this connection is to teach you about your family and your community and how connected you are in service and helping them. Also, this card also is about, protecting the animals, forests, and oceans. So it is about, about caring about the planet and learning about nature, and that there are important matters about the earth that need attention. And also the sharing is a part of this connection, learning to share and lead by example. And responsibility, and it says give love, care, and support. So that's part of what you're supposed to be learning in this connection, is how to do those things. Then we have the Mother. It's like, I think if I remember properly, that is a nurturing, very nurturing one. This is also, I think, a lot like the Empress, but it says unconditional love, intimacy, nurturing, compassion, abundance, growth, fruitfulness, acceptance, fear, control, and outcomes. So this part of this connection, the heart of this connection is learning unconditional love, because it does talk about family, right? It's talking about like family and connections and being abundant. Okay, so it is teaching you to love unconditionally, encourage gifts and talents, to encourage other people's gifts and talents, emotional intimacy and affection, and being supportive for other people. Okay, letting go of expectations and understanding that we're all different, and to nurture the ideas and goals of not only other people but also yourself, and voice thoughts and feelings, and forgive past failures, and release control of others, and to discourage emotional manipulation. And then with the Five of Earth, this is a very interesting one. I know, I really like it. So with the Five of Earth, it is talking about easy options and easy money, taking risks and learning to not take unnecessary risk. And even for some, it might even be about learning about, not being deceptive, addiction and blame. Okay. And these are very ego driven, traits. It says avoid easy answers and think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. Okay, and look beyond selfish desires and blame, and learning to not gamble with another's future or someone's happiness. And it's basically it's teaching you to hold yourself and like to own your shit, to be accountable for your own behavior and actions, and consider the feeling of other people. And then we have the Queen of Earth. And this is about Mother, Earth Mother, pragmatic, real, kind, nurturing, abundant, fertile, mind, and wise. These I think are like pretty similar, but this one's more about the unconditional love. She is pregnant. She's a lot like the Empress in this one. The Mother is. Well, she's a mother. I'd hope they depict her as being pregnant. But it says this part of this connection also is about touching and connect and create with your hands. And I'm really feeling like there's a real creativeness. There's creative of abundance. There's a creative of like new inspiration. And actually, and I feel like this is, whatever this connection is extremely abundant in one way or the other. But it is, again, to be supportive and nurturing, which is what this card said as well. Seek out a motherly role model. So maybe this person is a motherly like role model to you, but also that I feel like that you could potentially be a motherly role model in this connection as well. A need for wise and honest counsel. Let's see, kindness is required, and to learn how to be kind with others and you are loved and supported. To learn that you are loved and supportive and to feel that way as well. And to share responsibilities. Hopefully this has been informative. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 5. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 5 with the round amethyst and the crown chakra symbol is on it. And let's go ahead and find out what is the connection with your person and its purpose. So I'm going to ask with a pendulum. I'm only going to stick with one. So also I encourage you to use your own pendulum to make sure you pick your piles to make sure you have the correct one. Don't just use warm fuzzy feelings that you feel if you look at the cards. Use your pendulum. And all right, so let's find out. Please tell me for option number 5, is option in number 5 in their person a karmic connection, yes or no? So option number 5, you're not a karmic connection with your person. Is option number 5 in their person a soulmate connection? All right, so you and your person is a soulmate connection, a very strong soulmate connection. All right, so let's see what cards we have. I haven't even looked at them yet. Oh, I wish I could remember. I think this one's like balance or something. I will solidify it. I will say, okay, so here, I'll let you go ahead and look at the card. But I will tell you, it's a new deck for me and I'm trying to remember the names for everything. Some of them are easy, others. We have the 4 of air. Oh, I don't remember this one, but I'll tell you when I go to read the card, I'll tell you what it's called. Then this one is called the Child. A very adorable card. And then this one's called Intuition. So there's a lot of major arcana in this one. Okay, so the first one all right, this one's called Emotions. Okay, so the purpose of this connection is to teach you about your emotions. It says emotions, feelings, emotional honesty, positive emotions, negative emotions, acknowledgement, acceptance, and expression. All is saying that all emotions are necessary, and the influence of our emotions, and the influence of our emotions on our behavior as well. It says use your feelings. It's helping you, it's supposed to help you learn to use your feelings to evaluate a situation and to heed that message behind the feeling, listening to your intuition. And also, do not prejudge the present based on the past. So practice acknowledging your feelings and fill your day with laughter, and learn to step back and detach emotionally so you can look at it, the bigger picture. You could see the bigger picture. You could step away and like hold it in your hand and say, and not be emotionally attached to it, and be able to see things in a logical way. Also, it could be talking about that you might potentially repress your emotions, which is causing you a dis-ease, like it's making you not feel very good, and is to help you address maybe even some suppressed emotions, because this is about addressing symptoms of emotional repression. All right, and then we have the 4 of air. And this card is about structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, organization, understanding, and productivity. It says order your environment to actually, I guess you're learning to clean your house and be more structured and have more of a routine. Maybe you're not very organized. Maybe you're just learning to maybe clean up and keep things nice and tidy around your house. Also, it also has helped to teach you to budget your time and to follow like a schedule. You know, create structure in your day. So this relationship is meant to give you structure, okay, and help you remove bad habits out of your life and limit distraction and time wasting things, and to remove negative influences. And then what is that one? I can't remember what that one's called. Destiny. So this is a destined, okay, this is in the middle right here. You know, we have 2 and 2, and this is in the heart of your reading, is this destiny card. And this one's about personal destiny, universal destiny, seeking answers, purpose, and quest. So this is definitely, this relationship is meant to teach you about your purpose. I do feel like it is destined, and it's a very important part of your life purpose and your path. About your destiny to become whole and connected, and your destiny is to lead a life with meaning and purpose, to step inside and explore heart and mind and discover your gifts and talents. Okay, a sense of purpose and confidence. You're supposed to really gain those things in this connection. And break chains, like break karmic patterns and chains. Remember your dreams, to help you remember your dreams. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes the most important destiny remains hidden, but your destiny may influence generations to come as well. So something to think about. So this connection is really important. Okay, I don't discourage you from doing this connection to interacting with this person. Then we have the child. This card is about new beginnings, innocence, magic, divine love, trust, hope, forgiveness. I am hearing that you might actually have a child with this person, some of you. Forgiveness, awareness, potential, anticipation, and dependency. So this card is about a new beginning and learning to see your potential, and to learn to heal emotional and psychological wounds. To learn to, you know, enjoy, to be in the moment and enjoy being in the moment. Also to learn to believe in magic and laughter. So this connection is meant to help you laugh, and that laughter is meant to help you heal. And also this connection is meant to help you to turn dreams into reality. Also, again, like right here, it was talking about you suppressing. A lot of you might be suppressing your emotions, and this is about learning to forgive the past and reconnect with innocent pleasures and put doubt aside. So I feel like that a lot of you have been damaged in the past, and this connection is really meant to help you heal and to open you up. Why? Because the next card is called intuition. So obviously this card is about intuition, signs, patterns, synchronicity, trust, mystery, and magic. And that is part of the connection, what it's meant to teach you about your intuition. Your intuition is your sixth sense, the voice of your unconscious mind. Heed your intuitive feelings, you know, pick the options that feel right, you know, listening to your intuition, strengthening your intuition in this connection that is supposed to take place, and tap into your other senses and skills and talents and abilities, but also to help you learn to be intuitive and rational. Okay, watch and observe intuition versus fear. So try not to let your fear rule your intuition, you know, and not try to second guess yourself. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 5. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 6. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 6. Yeah, 6. I lost track because my camera messed up. But with a round lapis lazuli, I'm glad it messed up before I got anywhere in the reading. I was just like, hey, look, we got round lapis lazuli. And it was like, beep, beep, beep. Anyways, let's go ahead and find out what your connection is and what's its purpose. Hopefully after I move, my stuff will stop messing up. All right, so please tell me. And I'm only going to be sticking with one here, so make sure you use your pendulum in order to pick your piles. All right, so please tell me for option number 6, Is option number 6 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? Sorry, I got it in my throat. Is option number 6 and their person a karmic connection? Yes or no? So it says no. Is option number 6 and their person a soulmate connection? Yes or no? So it looks like you have a soulmate connection. All right, let's see what is the purpose of the connection. All right, so I don't remember the name of this one. I'll let you look at it. I will tell you the names of these cards. This is a new deck for me, so I don't have all the names perfectly memorized. I think this one's called the King of Fire. Then we have the Four of Water. Then we have the Nine of Fire. Oh, I like this card. Like, this hair is cool. And then we have the Youth. All right, so what is the purpose of your connection? And this is a major arcana, so. So this card is love. So the purpose of this connection is to teach you about love, infatuation, love for yourself, confidence, love for life, and expansion. To experience love in all of its forms. Love is, and how love is multifaceted. It says your love will shape you or break you. So the connection is going to shape you or break you. Also, this could indicate a past love re-entering into your life, and a love that deserves a second chance. It says love versus infatuation, and learning about that, and loving who we are, and honor your body as a temple, and stop making comparisons. Make time to love and nurture yourself. Love and enjoy your uniqueness. Okay, and the next card is the King of Fire. This one's about being proactive and dauntless. It's like being very powerful and passionate and charismatic and involved. But it's about ground and focus your passion. Okay, but being proactive and being dauntless. You know, like you don't give up very easily on the connection. It says, be more than an ideas person and remain involved from start to finish. It says every leader is part of a team. So also it could indicate being a leader and learning to be a leader, and to learn how to delegate responsibility and respect your position by respecting others, and show your appreciation and keep your and learning to keep your temper in check. So I'm definitely feeling this connection is meant to teach you like about yourself in that sense, and will be testing your patience. So this connection might actually annoy you in sometimes, because I'm feeling like it's like learning about unconditional love as well. So the person is going to teach you unconditional love by being annoying. All right, so we have the Four of Fire. We have actions, concentration. It says focused energy, application, practice, increased skill, impetuous, and work ethic. So this also, for some of you, this could be a person that you actually work with, or maybe you met this person at work. But this card is also talks about focus, having a focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action. Okay. I lost my spot. I'm sorry. Okay. And then it's about confidence, awareness, self-acceptance, and forgiving, self-belief, deserving, receptive, and consequences. Also, this person thinks you are beautiful. And also, I'm intuitively hearing to see yourself as beautiful, because it was talking about self-love here as well. And be aware of weakness, but focus on your strengths, and a mistake is an opportunity to learn. Okay, learn to love yourself for who you are. Let go of the ideal of perfection. Okay, the emotional cost of your action also, and a need to forgive yourself. All right, then we have the Nine of Fire. And this one's about attainment, fruition, inspiration, creation, ease, simplicity, detachment, and restrictions. So it says move through life with confidence. So this, it's like, I'm really feeling like learning how to love yourself and being confident. I'm hearing that, and being very strong and courageous and dauntless. It's just like very courageous. And I feel like this connection will test your patience, but at the same time, it's like helping you to build strength. It says, move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment, knowledge and experience bring ease. So you're supposed to be gaining a lot of experience in this connection, and thus in that way also gaining confidence, and give your best, how to learn to give your best every time. And once you finish with something, to move on and simplify. I also heard to finish things that you started, and remove obstructions and restrictions, and do not seek praise or affirmation, not the need of having that, like to be able to do it without it. All right, and then we have the Youth, which is about adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, and compromise. I'm really feeling like this connection is meant to teach you a lot. It's supposed to teach you about love and how many facets, and how to be strong and to be confident and to gain experience. And that's what this is about. How to love yourself and find beauty within yourself. And also to be adventurous, and to be independent. Okay, by gaining all this confidence, you're going to be able to be independent, and how to learn how to live in the moment, and then you'll be able to act and make decisions without even really thinking. Okay, and learn to take risks and have great reward, and to assert your independence. Okay, and have a freedom of fear and doubts. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 6. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to option number 7. All right, so here we have the cards for option number 7 with the round aventurine, and let's go ahead and find out what this connection is and its purpose. So first I'm going to put the cards over here. We're going to get out the pendulum, and let's find out what kind of connection this is. All right, is option number 7 and their person a karmic connection? Please tell me, is option number 7 and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? It stopped. Is option number 7 and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? Is option number 7 and their person a karmic connection? Also, I encourage you guys to use your pendulums. It looks like some of you who are going to come to this option are going to have maybe some karmic connection. So maybe check. Let me ask again. Let me make sure. Is option number 7 and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? It says no. Is option number 7 and their person a soulmate connection, yes or no? Is option number 7 and their person a soulmate connection? Is option number 7 and their person a twin flame connection? So most of you who come here are going to be having a twin flame connection with this person. I do want to warn to make sure that you use your pendulum, and don't be afraid to ask yourself, and when you do, try to be indifferent to what the answer should be. Try not to be attached to it. But I feel like there is going to be a decent amount of you that are going to have a karmic connection that feels like a twin flame connection that might get drawn to this one. So just something to think about. But most of you are going to be a twin flame connection. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I haven't even looked at the cards yet. So this one is the 10 of Fire. Look how intense that is. Look at that and all the chakras. I'll let you look at it. Look at that. That's amazing. I love that picture. Then we have the 9 of Air. I love how the third eye is here. There's definitely something going on in this connection so far. Oh, then we have the Healing card. Then we have the King of Earth. Let me know if your person is an earth sign or you are. And then we have the 3 of, I think, yeah, this is air. The 3 of Air. All right. So let's focus on the twin flame ones. And there's some accidental karmics that came here, but you're mostly twin flames. Let's just focus on you guys, right? So the 10 of Fire. So the purpose of your connection with this person is your twin flame connection. There's the heart of this connection is healing. I will read that some more. But with the 10 of Fire, it's about doing self-mastery and evolution and enlightenment. That is the purpose of this connection, is to bring you enlightenment. Also, that you're going to be serving others, and it's an act of service, and you're going to be light working, like doing light work. You're both going to be light workers and light being. Also, that you are light beings and learning discipline. So the purpose of this connection, oh my God, I got the full body tingles. It says mastery of both craft and self, to take command of yourself and your life and take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to outside forces, and order, structure, and simplicity, and be disciplined and dedicated to your purpose, and to stop making excuses. You can do anything that you set your mind to and act upon. Just so you know, that's the purpose of this connection. I'll probably just read that and you'd be like, whoa, and you're blown. I'm already blown away. I love that card. Okay, so I'm already blown away, but let's go and see what else it says. We have the 9 of Air, and this card is about self-awareness, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, vision, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. And I'm hearing a creative visualization also as part of this. Being open to possibilities. The possibilities with you and this person are infinite. Okay. You're actually, I feel like that your connection is your twin flame connection. There's one other pile that has twin flame. This problem probably will not be a twin flame connection, this pile. I haven't checked it yet, but there's only been one other one, and this one seems like more advanced twin flame connection, especially. This is very intense. And it says to know thyself and know the universe, and what dwells within you dwells within nature. And all that exists was first imagined, and fantasy is the birthplace of reality, and you are born to create. That's the kind of purpose that you and your twin flame have. And in the heart, you know, we have healing, and that's always a big part of, a twin flame connection, is healing, release, purification, and forgiveness and transformation. Okay, to be human is to be wounded in a time to connect body, mind, spirit, and soul, to let go of definitions and labels and nurture passions and seek pleasure and being authentic, and authenticity and honesty and laughter, and to find the source of dis-ease and distress and the things that are causing you, and to help heal them. This is definitely meant to help pull up whatever is deeply needs to be healed to the surface so it can be healed. So this could be a difficult and painful transition, but this is a really powerful twin flame connection. It's like more so than what, it's not like the most common twin flame connections. There's different degrees of meaning for different twin flame connections, and yours is definitely like a very higher, you're light workers. So says do what's necessary to increase well-being, and that you need to forgive and to teach you forgiveness, not to dwell on the unchangeable past, and to shift your attention on what's most important, and do not allow your pain to hurt others, and to seek treatment and not to be afraid. So let's see, the King of Earth. So we have, this one is virile. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. We have successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, and dedicated. So it's supposed to help to learn you that, to be maybe you and your person to learn how to be dedicated and loyal and reliable to each other, to take pride in accomplishments and pay things forward. Again, that's another act of service. And it says to honor your process, and now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and to free yourself from control, not to be lazy. I'm really feeling like this is going to be a very abundant connection. Okay, and then we have the Three of Air. So this card is about education. So this is helped to teach you things: talent, study, willingness, guides, teachers, comprehension, communication, and perception. It says to expand your mind. Every experience offers a lesson. Education is a lifelong process. You know, so I feel like also this connection has brought you an education. Like you have gone through an education, a lifelong process that has brought you to this point of your evolution and your enlightenment. It says learning aids, comprehension, okay, and lessons repeat until we understand. So this also can be talking about karmic lessons that you'll keep repeating until they're learned, so you can come together into union with your twin flame. It says, yeah, that's it. Anyways, that's all I have for option number 7. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. And by the way, I do have twin flame readings in the video description if you'd like to have one. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go and move on to option number 8. Alright, so here we have the cards for option number 8 with the round clear quartz crystal. And let's go ahead and find out what is the purpose of your connection. What is the connection and what is the purpose of it? But first we got to get out the pendulum and we're going to find out what is the connection. Okay, so those who picked option number 8, what is the connection? Please tell me, is option number 8 and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? Is option number 8 and their person a karmic connection, yes or no? It says no. Is option number 8 and their person a soulmate connection, yes or no? I'm going to stop it. My arm kind of like, eh. I'm trying to steady my arm better. Is option number 8 and their person a soulmate connection, yes or no? Is option number 8 and their person a soulmate connection? It says yes. And I am hearing that some of you that are twin flames have accidentally came to here. I ask you to please use your pendulums to find your piles. In this reading especially, that's what's going to be needed. And also you might want to check either the last one, option number 7, or I think it was 5, if you think you might have a twin flame connection. So just check those if you feel like you do, or especially if you're here on accident and I've told you you have a twin flame connection. All right, so the first card we have here is choices. But now that I'm just letting you know, this reading's for soulmates. So if you know that you're a twin flame, maybe go check the other piles with the pendulum. All right, and the next one is the Queen. I want to say, no, it is not Queen, is it? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I think it's the Queen. Well, I'm going to show them to you. I'm sorry, my bad. So we have choices. I don't know. I think this is the Queen of Earth. I think it is. And then we have, this one is the 11 of Earth. Then we have the 5 of water. Ooh, this one's rough. Then we have the Ace of fire. See that? Maybe not. Wait, I think it's water. Yeah, I think it's water. Yeah, it's water. The Ace of water, my bad. Okay, I'm not reading this one so good. All right, then what they are. Like reading the... It's hard for me to read. They're not easy to read. They're just symbols and stuff. All right. So the first one is choice. And this card is about choice and options. Okay, and opportunity and free will and self-determination. I do feel like that this is a relationship that you don't have to actually go through if you don't want to. That you do have options, okay? This is supposed to help teach you those self-determination, mindfulness, manifestation, of cause and, you know, the effects of cause and effect, and reward and consequences, and choices that creates a reality, you know, and how choices can lead to creating your reality, and belief is a choice, and action is a choice, and the choice is yours. So this is definitely, this card, the purpose of your connection is to teach you about choices and the things that you can do, and that the choice is up to you at the end of the day, you know, but you're also responsible for your choices. All right, so let's do the Queen of Earth. Is that correct? No, it's not. Okay, so it's not a Queen of Earth. It's the Essential of Earth. I'm never going to remember that. I don't know. I'll know. I'll remember it eventually, but Essential. Senestial of Earth. All right. The ones that are the 12 have all their individual names. So it says servant. Okay. So the purpose of connection is to learn, you know, about being a servant, administrator, mediator, justice, law, organized, trustworthy, and loyal, and being loyal. I'm picking up that some of you might be like lawyers or something like that, or being involved with the law. Let me know in the comments below. And it says, but the purpose of this connection is to learn to become service to a higher purpose, and being loyalty to authority, and to speak for others. And is your power real or borrowed? And learning about that. It says, follow the rules of directions given, and to use personal power wisely. Because with great power comes, you know, great responsibility. And it says, question everything, and blind loyalty makes one blind. So it's like learning to be loyal, but not, you know, but within reason. Then we have the 11 of Earth. Okay, this card is about, and this is the soul meaning of this card. The heart of this reading is about heaven and earth, above and below, nature, humanity, magic, mundane, material, and immaterial. So it's about balance. These 11s and all of these ones are about balancing between up and down, you know, back and forth, up, you know, side to side. It's like opposites, okay? And it's about separation. That separation is an illusion, and how we're all connected in the center and align, and spiritual being in a physical body, and like learning that we are spiritual beings in physical body, and that the spirit dwells in nature and in us, and experience life and learn from experience, and symbolic relationships. And when you harm the planet, you harm humanity, and the ordinary is magical, and the magical is ordinary. So then that magic is more common than you think. So this is a very magical type connection, but we have the 5 of water. We have, so another thing that you're going to learn in this connection is loss, betrayal, fear, doubt, hopelessness, isolation, self-pity, and blame. And learning all of the properties of that, and learning maybe not to blame too. And it says feeling alone and isolated. This is something that I feel is going to happen, and feeling without hope, and being consumed by fears and doubt. And I feel like that it's going to be about learning about playing the victim. So maybe it might necessarily not be you for some of you. This could be your person, and maybe help to give you, there's like a reflection that you're getting in this connection that you're going to be seeing about yourself. So you might be feeling this way. I feel like you both will be. But I do feel like that you will have difficulty being able to see the way forward, but also that you're going to learn that you're going to have these choices that you're going to be making, that you're going to be able to choose to not feel this way if you want to, and learn how to find this balance and how to come out of it. Then we have the Ace of Water, and it says this is talking about, you know, new emotions in first love, infatuation, attraction, lust, ongoing excitement and passion, longing and excitement and passion, an exciting beginning, taking a leap of faith and opening your heart, okay? And new friendship and new opportunities, and not fighting your feelings, and be free of fear's influence. So anyways, that's all I have for option number 8. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much, and I'm going to go ahead and move on, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. God bless.